He was at the top. After decades of work, of building a career that spanned from acting on beloved shows to finding her voice in prestige television, Christina Applegate had finally arrived at a place where she could choose her roles, where the industry was taking her seriously, where everything she had worked for was finally paying off. Then in 2021 everything stopped. A diagnosis arrived that nobody expects, that nobody wants, that changes the trajectory of your entire life in a single moment. Multiple sclerosis. For letters that would redefine everything. What makes Christina Applegate's story different from so many others facing illness is that she didn't disappear. She didn't retreat into silence or privacy or the kind of healing that happens away from cameras. Instead, she did something far braver. She continued. She walked the Emmy Awards red carpet while her body was fighting a war she couldn't see. She returned to acting. She showed up. Not because she had to, but because she refused to let illness write the ending of her story. The diagnosis came quietly the way most medical bombshells do. A moment with a doctor, words you've heard before but never thought would apply to you, a reality that settles in slowly and then all at once. MS is unpredictable. It attacks the nervous system, affects mobility, causes pain, fatigue, cognitive changes. It's different for everyone. There's no timeline, no guarantee, no way to know what tomorrow will bring. For an actress, for someone whose career depends on her body being strong and reliable and capable, it was devastating. But Christina didn't stay devastated. She grieved, yes. She processed, yes. But she also made a choice that most people wouldn't have the courage to make. She decided to keep working. She decided to return to the role that had brought her recognition, that had pushed her as an actress, that had given her a platform. She decided to face millions of people knowing that some of them would speculate about her appearance, question why she looked different, wonder if she could really do it. Walking the Emmy Awards in 2022 months after her diagnosis became one of the most powerful moments in television history. She wore a black dress, she moved carefully, her body carrying the weight of everything she was fighting internally, and she walked that red carpet like she was exactly where she belonged. The standing ovation wasn't just for an actress who had won an Emmy. It was for a woman who was defying the odds, who was refusing to disappear, who was showing the world what courage actually looks like. The role she returned to demanded everything from her. Acting requires presence, vulnerability, the ability to be fully in your body and emotions simultaneously. With MS, every day is different. Some days her body cooperates. Some days it doesn't. But she showed up anyway. She brought the character to life anyway. She proved that illness doesn't define your capability, your worth, or your right to take up space in the world. What's most powerful about Christina Applegate's journey is her transparency. She didn't hide the diagnosis. She didn't pretend everything was fine. She talked about the pain, the challenges, the fear. She became an advocate for MS awareness not because it was good PR, but because she understood that visibility matters. Every time she showed up, every time she walked that red carpet, every time she worked on set despite her body fighting her, she was telling millions of people living with chronic illness that their lives don't end with a diagnosis. The real victory isn't just that she continued acting. The real victory is that she redefined what strength looks like. It's not the absence of struggle. It's showing up anyway. It's continuing to create, to work, to live fully even when your body is fighting against you. It's refusing to let illness become your entire identity while also refusing to pretend it doesn't exist. Christina Applegate didn't overcome MS. MS doesn't work that way. But she did something arguably more powerful. She learned to live alongside it, to keep creating, to keep inspiring, to keep showing up as herself. And that, more than any perfect performance or acclaimed role, is her real masterpiece.